Sushibear007. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys where I'm at with Fallout 4. I might be doing a regular segment on here. Well, yeah, I am level 57, a humble little character who has done the Institute quest line. That's the alien blaster right there. I have not found that yet. Looking for that. And, could not. I found the craft, but I couldn't find the frickin' blood trail for the thing. So, yeah, that kind of difficult to find. Doing this off of a PS4, which is why the load times are so long. Forgot where I saved last night, but let's see. Well, anyways, oh, here we go. Okay, so here I am at the settlements. It's a humble little one. I actually just started this one last night. Nice little concrete block going around the wall. This is at the lighthouse. Right here. The King Spot Lighthouse. And I like this one, but this is not my main settlement. Sort of went and put this thing together as a secondary settlement, but let me go ahead and take you guys back to my main one, which is all the way back in Sanctuary. And I wish I would have gone and picked up the Pip-Boy edition, because it comes with one of these, which, yeah, I work in tech support, so I see about 4 or 5 people with these things every single day, and I have to say I'm totally jealous. So, this is Sanctuary. I have my main building right here, and I'm working on getting great help defend Abernathy Farm. I don't really care about the other settlements, so I won't. Working on getting power and light and the rest of these. Now, as you can see, I only got about 6 people, not much food, lots of beds, but I got the beacon up, haven't had much people come in. And most of these are, yeah, guys, trying to get more people to come in. It's kind of hard. Not hard for the castle for some reason. I got that one filled up super quick and sort of abandoned it. But anyways, I got my little shop right here, which, hey, this shopkeep is never here, but it's... And then I got my armorer, and, so anyways, let me go ahead and show you where my character is at. Open up my perk chart. So, went ahead and did the big cap collector right here, which is really handy when you have lots of stuff to sell, actually. I haven't done much to my damage as far as rifles and melee and big guns, and I haven't really had to. I've been able to take out most enemies with the weapons I have. I would get the Scrounger perk, because that ammunition is exceedingly valuable in this game, and it's always good to be able to find a whole bunch. This is the next one I'm going to go for, is the Bloody Mess, because I like to watch things explode. Not much in the way of health or defense. I've been able to take care of most of that with my armor. But yeah, I've definitely done the gun net 4, the armorer 4, working on, well, I don't need to go above this because, just not getting locked out is, you know, not really useful. Oh, yeah, and no matter what character you have, invest in this perk, the Aqua Boy perk, because, when you do at least the first one, you don't drown, and you don't take radiation damage in water, which is really, really nice. Got my science up to 4. Strong back. Haven't really had much use over number 2 with that one, and I haven't had much to decide. Oh yeah, but this is my favorite perk thus far, is the Nuclear Physicist. Thanks to this one, I pretty much never have to leave my power armor. definitely go with the scrapper earlier on if you have the ability to. It's really, really useful for finding stuff to upgrade, like ballistic weave for the Under Armor if you go with the railroad, or fiber optics if you happen to be a science perk and like the energy weapons. I would definitely go with this one if I went with the Institute questline, but if you're outside of the Institute questline, this one is really useful for helping identify synths that have infiltrated you, because they are humans that don't take radiation damage. So anyways, that's where my character is at. It's got a few perks here and there, but haven't put much in the way of defense or offense. I don't really needed to. So anyways, let me show you my armor. And I got my character at full heavy combat armor. Right now I'm traveling with Nick Valentine, and isn't Nick Valentine just the greatest? I mean, seriously, he is one of the coolest characters in gaming. I would have to say, definitely. So, I got this heavy armor, which I call my overkill armor. But thanks to that other perk, I rarely go running around in just this. But let me show you what it does. I have the whole thing Brotherhood of Steel and lead line. On top of that, I have a ballistic weave army fatigues underneath it, so that brings my defense up to 216 for ballistics, 210 for energy, and 155 for radiation. It's a really, really good suit for going around and running around without power armor on. One thing though, the right combat armor right here, which was I have named Overkill Armor, but was actually the Overseer's right armor piece from Vault 81. And I have to say, Bethesda, the one major criticism I have about this game is the fact that I think this is literally the only right armor combat, a heavy combat armor piece in the game. I have gone to most of the characters that wear this type of armor are gunners. I've cleared out this plaza 3 times. And I've also cleared out the hub auto wreckers twice. And both of those are loaded with gunners that have these particular pieces on, and I have to say that, you know, nobody freaking drops this thing. Nobody does. So if you want a heavy combat armor, you're gonna have to go and buy it from Vault 81 over here. And it's really expensive. But either way, I do have that, character with this armor right here. I do have a second armor, which, do I even have that on me? I don't think I do. Oh yeah, I can switch the army fatigues with the camo. It just, you know, decreases my intelligence, so this is a good one. But I'll show you my other armor, but first let me show you inside my main building here. So on the bottom floor, I got a little like power armor shop right here, a couple Brotherhood of Steel armors, empty frame. In here I got my spare pieces. You know, every single time I run into a Brotherhood, I pick up 1 or 2 of their armors and do that. So I go up to the second floor here, just a little lounge area, not much going on. Wish they had a flat screen so I could put it right here on the wall. That would be really nice. Got a pool table here, which I think I got some pool balls in my inventory. We'll probably go and pick some of those up and just place it on there just to make it look a little more authentic. Jukebox, which only plays classical music. That is stupid. Nuka-Cola machine. Most of these are just for anesthetic. No real function to them. Got another Brotherhood of Steel armor up here, which I never use because this armor is stolen. And Nick Valentine doesn't like it when I go into stolen things. So I got my little living area up here, television, I got my armor workbench, got my weapons workbench, chemistry station, cooking stove, all that sort of stuff. Looks real nice. I like the way it turned out. And then I go up to the 4th floor, which is the main living quarters, and looky here, I have 2 full XO1 Mark 6s. This one right here, I have, I like this one for going around and exploring new areas. I got the medical, torso on this one, which is really good if you get in a scrap that surprises you, because it will, administer an emergency, stim pack. On both of these, I have calibrated shocks because it enables me to carry a ton of stuff even when I'm not traveling with a companion. And this one right here is my stealth armor, which I got a stealth boy clip with it. This one I decided to go with the sort of like heads-up display, targeting heads-up display for the head, which highlights all living targets in red. It's good for spotting far-away targets, which makes this a really good stealth armor. And look, I just failed a mission right there. One of the Finch's farms is probably not going to like me very much. Oh, and yeah. That thing about fusion cores being hard to find. Not really. I got a lot of them. Most of them are above 90. And even before I had the perk, I still had like 50 of them that were above, you know, 90 in my inventory. I like this armor though. It's a very decent armor, decent defense against pretty much everything. I got it lead lined, so this is the one that I like to wear when I go glowing sea diving. But just to give you a glimpse of yeah.
I've been told the Valentine
Fun power armor, but I got like 95 fusion cores, and I will run into a robot, probably one of the bigger ones, in which always carry fusion cores, or I'll go across a military checkpoint with 2 or 3 of them before I even run out of one. So I also got a Gatling, which is pretty nice. Go ahead and put this back. In case you can't tell, I'm somewhat obsessive-compulsive. I got a little bit, I like having everything in its place. But here's my bubblehead collection. I got energy weapons, heavy weapons, explosives, sneak, luck, and science. Oh, and here, let me show you my stealth armor as well. Hang on, let me go ahead and get that. I do have an Armored Maxims battle coat, which, this is a fun one to go around when I'm just playing sort of like the Institute Enforcer. You know, just the regular Maxims battle coat. But I got a ballistic weave on this one, so it's got like 175 energy ballistic resistance. Pretty decent one for just going around. But my stealth armor, go ahead and put that on. My left arm has action point refresh speed, reduced falling damage on the left leg, reduced damage from humans on the right arm, nothing on the right leg, and then I like to put a Brotherhood of Steel officer uniform under it. If this thing I was able to do the ballistic weave with, that would be absolutely fantastic. But, yeah, this one, not great, but, you know, it's, this one's fun for sneaking around. I usually like to let somebody else wear this one, just so they look a bit better, but this one's got a heavy armor piece, regular combat armor, arms, and heavy combat armor feet. So anyways, that's the character that I got right here. And if I go up here, you can see all I've done with this place. I put a fence around the entire thing. Yes, it does run around the entire thing. Got 2 little missile launchers, because pretty much anybody who attacks this place always attacks from the front. If they're able to get inside, though, that can sometimes be annoying. But since I don't usually run around in just my armor, this is sometimes a piece that I like to just wear in general, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and do this. Go ahead and put my other ones back in here. Haven't done much of the Silver Shroud ones yet, but I'm not even sure if you can get rid of these things after you're done with those, so might go and do those missions next. But, yeah, so that's my character so far. I hope you enjoyed the 15 minutes of browsing I've allowed you guys to do in my little segment here. I'm probably going to put a different radio in here, one that's tuned to Diamond City Radio, because the jukebox... why, Bethesda, why did you not make the jukebox have multiple stations on it, or multiple tracks? That would have made it so much better. But let me take you down here. I haven't done much with anything else, other than I put a little bar right here, which, yeah, gotta put a couple chairs out for that. But yeah, I got a wall going around the whole thing. Trying to work on some apartments, get more people going here. Oh, by the way, as far as perks goes, if I were to make one recommendation of one perk that you should always use, apart from the VATS right here, it would apart from the VATS and Aqua Boy at least, that would be the local leader one right here. Now, this one is especially useful if you want to, you know, make your settlements absolutely the best they can be. The first one of these allows you to develop supply lines between settlements, which is like this. And my main hub was the castle, so I got a lot of stuff going to and from. When you build the supplies that you have in these little outposts here, you're able to share between them, and that is exceedingly useful, especially if you're wanting to build your settlement, you know, someplace that's out of the way and you can't bring all of your stuff back. So, I'll also show you a couple of my favorite weapons. One of the reasons why I don't, invest in the, assault perks. I haven't had much of a need in the defense perks just because I've been able to build armor that's been pretty adequate at defending me, or I've been able to never leave my power armor. But let me show you a couple of my favorite weapons. One of them I do have to go up here and get. Let me go ahead and get it. So, I got a broadsider in there. Strider is nothing really special, just a 50 caliber sniper rifle. Ashmaker you get from completing the Big Dig, and the Bannerhammer is a fat boy that I have with a Merv launcher on it. I may end up replacing this with the big boy that is sold in Diamond City, which allows me to do two of them. Absolute decimation on that one. My final judgment, I like. Hell, might as well bring out Canned Heat and Little Disco. So what the loadout that I have right now is my general. But I have Hush right here, which is probably the one that I use the most often. Nothing special on that one, but what it is it's the one that you get from joining the railroad. I forget what the name is, but Hush has improved VATS hit chance and 25% less action point cost. I can pretty much kill anybody and anything with this weapon. Now, Little Disco is the laser rifle, and this one I have with an automatic, so this one is kind of fun to go out with every once in a while. Yeah. My final judgment, this one I always bring with me because, well, this one I got for completing the main Institute storyline. I looted this off of Maxton when I killed him along with his battle coat. But this one, whenever I do a VATS thing in here, since I got the charging and the focus, I can pretty much do about, 400 or 500 points of damage with a single VATS point action cost on this one. So it's a lot of fun to go around and just decimating. And considering I have almost 100 fusion cores, this one doesn't, this one doesn't go out. This one I don't run out of ammo for. Now my canned heat. This one was the this one was the one that you got from Paladin Dance way back when. It's good good at filling up my critical meter. Not much other than that. But Discombobulator, which I have right here, is my Gauss rifle. This one I absolutely love. It is the last-minute Gauss rifle, which has 50% more limb damage. So it's absolutely decimating, especially considering even without the 50% limb damage, this one does, 268 damage when it's fully charged. My other main ones are my Hush. Well, I already showed you that one. Silver Sally, which is just a regular 44. It fills my action points whenever I do a critical with it. Now, this one I love. I know you keep on saying that melee weapons are absolutely terrible in here and, why have them and all that sort of stuff. Let me just show you what I did with this one. Now, because I have the fusion perk, all of my stuff that does radiation damage is like super, super high. So with this one, which I call Ragnarok, this one, this was with the tooth weapon that you found in Dunwich Borders mining. And what I did was I also found a radiation machete. And I replaced the blade on that one with the blade off of the tooth. And what it came up with was this right here, which just absolutely mows through people. This one, I mean, seriously, I can kill a Brotherhood Knight in about 3 or 4 hits with this one. It's not, it's really good, especially for close combat. And my other favorite is this one, my People Eater, which 50% more damage against humans. And it's just an automatic whip, just a 5.56. This one's a lot of fun. I've been able to find a lot of ammo with this one, because pretty much any turret that you destroy has ammo for this one. Don't remember where I got this. I think I got this, when I did the Grey Garden mission. Where they have you go and fix up the water from the power plant. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I've done a lot of missions in this game so far, so I'm really not sure how much I have left, but I've been using fast travel a lot, so I didn't do much walking around. I'm pretty darn sure that I have probably a couple more. I'm pretty sure if I walk around, I'll probably bump into a lot more people that have side missions, but most of these ones were like all, a lot of these missions were stuff that I was doing for the Brotherhood and for the Railroad, back before I finished up the Institute quests. Oh, by the by, for those of you who enjoy upgrading your power armor, when you get to the Institute, and you will get there eventually when you do the main storylines, grab all of the medical instruments and stuff that they have lying around, because those things are chock full of aluminum, and they are super, super, super useful for upgrading these power armors, especially these guys right here, because these take a lot of resources to get them up to Mark 6. Well, that's all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed the last 25 minutes, and I'll see you guys later.